Hello. Mic check 1 2. I'm back. Welcome to the Inspiration Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Wilson. And I just want to first just thank you all for supporting, being here. This is something that I know I started 2 years ago in my college dorm room. And I am back now, trying to revive and recover this. I'm going to make it something much more better in the making. So I appreciate y'all for the ones who were rocking with me. Thank you. The ones who are rocking with me now, thank you. It means a lot. The span time of 2 years, life has happened, growth has happened, and even some lessons happened. A lot of lessons. When I was first doing this podcast, I was senior in college. I am now, as of today, of July 3rd, since it's my birthday today, I'm recording this video on my birthday. I am 24 now. So 2 years have passed. I've done a lot of stuff within those 2 years, especially after graduating. I ended up teaching. Currently a teacher right now. I'm working on my ministerial license. And I'm also just trying to figure out life and living life, to be honest with you. And so, the whole goal of this inspiration thing was to bring people to the table, to give out their ideas. And, doesn't matter how old or how young you are or how tall, how short you are. Everybody has something to say. And I think everybody should listen. I understand that, the older you are, the more wiser you become. But I also feel like the younger you are, young people do also have some wise words and some wise things to say. So again, the whole purpose of this was to create a conversation to inspire people about life, growth, and lessons. We all need hope. We all need a community to try stuff around. And so today we're going to start that again. So I'm going to say welcome to a new beginning. Welcome to the new beginning of Chris Wilson's life. All that you will probably get to learn about. Welcome to the new beginning of the Inspiration Podcast. As you probably can tell, we changed up the logos a little bit. We kind of did a little upgrade behind the scenes. You feel me? But like I said, this is a new beginning. So I'm gonna start off with just talking about life after graduation. So I think I stopped videos after graduation. To be honest with you, it was a hard transition. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hard transition of like now I'm out of college. I decided to not go further and get my master's. Something that I wish I would have done. I took a break from school. I felt like it was a lot, and I wanted to just put myself out there in the world. Even though I was putting myself out there in the world when I was in college, but I wanted to just fully step out and do that. So I started off being a pretty much you can call it a juvenile counselor / security officer. So I worked with juveniles for at least a month or so. 12-hour shifts, rotating off every other weekend. And I was just like, man, I'm young. 12-hour shifts? I said, I know you lying. It's a lot. And so honestly, I was like, yeah, no. So I started to do, I run a summer camp at my church, Emerging Grateful Global Scholars. Shout out to Eggs. Something that I've been doing ever since I moved down to North Carolina. I started off as a camper, moved way up to an intern, team captain, camp director, and now I'm part of the leadership team that runs the camp. So I moved over to that position. That's only like a summer gig, but I found a way into teaching. Somehow. Shout out to my grandma, who I believe was a daycare teacher for a long time. And she even, I remember growing up doing homework in elementary school with her, and she helped me get through all that stuff. It was a rough and hard time, PTSD, I'm playing. Ain't nothing really happened, but she really pushed me to do and be better. She pushed me and she challenged me with the work that I didn't even understand, but she did. And so I appreciate that. So shout out to Grandma for helping me with that. But yeah, I got into teaching. I went back to my alma mater, Concord High School, and I started off as teaching math. I like math. It's all right. But, teaching kids the formulas in different ways, it's useful and it's helpful, but to know that math is a subject to where it's only one definite answer It's kind of crazy. I went to school for religion. So I'm used to having, debates and, opinionated answers. But math, you can't get that. I did a little soul searching, mental thinking. I was like, you know what? Yeah, nah, this is not it for me. Let me try English. At the time, in the state of North Carolina, as long as you have a bachelor's degree, you're able to teach any subject you want for probably 2 years, and then you have to enroll into a program if you don't have your teaching license. So I spent the later of 2024, 2025 school year of just teaching English. Started off in the high school realm. Then I just recently, now this past school year, I finished middle school, 7th grade English. I like English because, like I said, it's kind of around me like religion. You have opinionated answers and debate. Now, sometimes, yes, there are definite answers in English, but depending on how you teach and how you do things, you can get what you want out of it. I enjoy teaching. And now I'm at the point where I have enrolled into a program to help me get my teaching license. So that is great. That is beautiful. So yeah, I'm a teacher now. I'm teaching. Another thing that I'm doing in my life, ministry. I am on this ministerial track at my church. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's tough. Because it pushes you and challenges you to think outside of the norms, outside of the box. But I'm grateful that I have people who walk alongside with me to help me out. And I also do some outside ministry. I try to, do things with the community and for the community. I understand that, there are a lot of things outside in this world. And there are people outside in this world that need our help. And so I try my best to give to the community as much as I can. As long as God gives me the breath and I'm up every single day, I'm gonna use it for His glory and to uplift His kingdom. So I'm working on ministry stuff right now. I'm working on my teaching stuff. Balancing life, man. I'm also trying to balance life. I have a wonderful girlfriend that I have the opportunity to be with for more than over 2 years. Let's see. Trying to think. Bought a new car in that time frame of 2 years. I'm just learning life, man. Paying these bills as an adult, dog, it ain't no joke, man. I wish I was still stuck in college or something, or high school or something, bro. Paying bills is a chore, but I mean, it's part of life. So I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. But yeah, I stepped away. But like I said, now this is in the beginning, so I'm gonna come back into the fold of things. So I feel like if I give you a point for this segment right here, sometimes stepping away isn't quitting. I think sometimes it's preparation. I feel like these past 2 years while I've been gone, I kind of been preparing myself because now, because I felt like before I didn't have nothing to talk about. But I feel like now I got things I can talk about. I can talk about life. I can talk about my ministry. I can talk about teaching, personal growth that I've made over these past 2 years, and bringing in people as well into the fold that can also express their things. I feel like what I'm ready to do with this podcast and with inspiration, I feel like is a good key point. So sometimes stepping away isn't quitting. Sometimes it's preparation. So I feel like I'm preparing myself to get where I need to go. For those of you who do not know what the inspiration is, the inspiration, like I said, is where I am allowing people to come onto the podcast, talk about life, chop it up. But then you, as a person who's on the podcast, you get a chance to give us kind of like a generational gem to bring to the table. My slogan for this podcast is everyone is welcome at the table. Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. And this isn't a catchphrase. It's who we are. The table isn't perfect. I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect person at the table. It's just real conversations about your faith, leadership, mental health, purpose, business, relationships, failure, success, questions, even doubts, or just hope. Anything, because everything belongs at the table, and everyone belongs at the table. If you grew up, in a household or a space or a community space where, again, because you are young, you don't know nothing, you ain't got nothing to say, people are wrong. You have a voice, You have things to say it. Say it. People may not like what you say, but I guarantee you somebody's listening. And so again, my goal is to bring real conversations, so that we can have those real talks, and have that generational gem, or that gem, that point, or that little nugget that, that you can bring to the table that everybody can hear. Everybody deserves a seat at the table. Everybody deserves a seat at the table. So don't be shy when I send stuff out in regards of, hey, you want to come be on a podcast or something of that nature? Don't be afraid, because everybody belongs at the table. So what people can expect, this is a short little small video as to where I've been, what has happened, what has taken place, what I'm looking forward to now. I'm looking for people to come onto the show, to the podcast. It could be church leaders, teachers, athletes, entrepreneurs, students, community leaders, creative professionals. It can be your own personal testimony, panel discussions, a live Q&A session, community spotlights, whatever it is. We're going to highlight this on this channel and on this platform, the inspiration. I want to inspire people, and let people know that, hey, there are other people that may have been in your shoes, that are in your shoes. Here's what they did, and here's what you can do. I also want to kind of set the tone and presence that this is a spotlight or a platform for young people who feel like their voices aren't heard. Young people, your voices are heard. As of right now, I am me and two other people, which I'll bring on prior to time for the next episode, are running the Sunday camp in my church, and we are focusing on 1 Timothy 4:12, which basically says, do not let nobody tell you that you can't basically do anything, because you can. You can set the example, be an example by the way how you talk, the way how you love, basically the way how you present yourself. You can be as young as you are, and you may have the best saying, phrase, words, or whatever. Don't be afraid to use your voice. So that's for my young people out there. Don't be afraid to use your voice. And for my old seasoned saints out there, we gotta listen. Well, ain't nobody. I ain't that old. I just turned 24. I ain't that old. But for my old seasoned saints, y'all gotta listen, man. I get that, again, because y'all older, y'all lived through life so far. I don't get me wrong. Y'all be doing y'all thing. Y'all be holding us down. But I feel like we got this new generation coming up, and like I said, they voices need to be heard too at the table. It's not just the old season saints. And I feel like the way how the world is moving, the way how the world is going, we got to make room for these upcoming generation of people to come up. We got to make room for them, because if not, that world's definitely gonna be in a bad place. It's already there, but it's gonna be even worse because our older saints, our older generations never made room for our younger generations to come. So that's my challenge for y'all. For those who are listening, is make room for people, regardless how old or how young you are. Make room for people. You never know who you may come in contact through, or two, that just may, bless your day or something of that nature, man. So make room for people. But I'm gonna also challenge you with this is, what areas of your life that needs a new beginning? So I feel like for me, like I had a whole bunch of stuff that happened, like in the time span of 2 years, bro, a whole lot of stuff has happened. And I felt the way how it has prepared me and shifted me to a new beginning, especially today, or July 3rd is my birthday. So, I'm recording this video on my birthday, and I feel like that 23 Jordan year is gone. Now I'm in my Kobe year, and I'm trying to prepare, and I'm getting prepared for what is to come. And I feel like this Kobe year is going to be amazing and outstanding. I have no idea what is to come, but I'm hopeful, and I'm praying that God allows whatever happens in this Kobe year, that it just goes well. So I feel like this is a new beginning, a fresh new slate to start off with. So I'm gonna challenge y'all and I need y'all to figure out what areas of your life needs a new beginning. Maybe that could be your faith, your career, your relationships, your health, your dream, whatever it is, start now. Whatever it is that you need a new beginning on, start now. It's never too late. So my old season saints, hey, it's never too late. My young season saints, it's never too late. You can always start now. And that's what I'm learning now in my life in the past 2 years. I stopped and I just got busy with a whole bunch of other stuff. And now I'm making room and making time to do this stuff. And it's a new beginning, bro. It's a new beginning. And I'm grateful to have this new beginning, grateful to have this new start. And we're going to see it through this time to the end. till the wheels fall off. We're gonna put on some new wheels. And it's gonna be a new beginning with the new wheels. And we're gonna keep on going. Keep on going. So again, I challenge you, what area of your life that needs a new beginning? Find that out, type it in the chat, the comments, or whatever. And I'm gonna leave you off with this. I believe every person has a story worth telling. I just gave you a little bit of my story about how everything that's happened in these past 2 years, the preparation, at least me up until now, my, Kobe year. I believe that every person has a purpose and every person deserves a seat at the table. So today's conversation, this short little conversation of what has happened in my life the past 2 years, have encouraged you. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Share this episode. And leave a comment telling me what new beginning you're stepping into. Because this right here is the only beginning that I'm getting ready to start. Sorry, I said that wrong. This podcast right now, this is what I'm stepping into, and it's only the beginning. So again, I challenge you, what area of your life needs a new beginning? Whatever it is, you start now. And so again, this is a small little token. A little gem I'm gonna drop right here is, again, whatever it is starts now, because this is only the beginning. Whatever season you're in, whatever year you are in, if it's Kobe year, Jordan year, even, for my older saints, whatever year or season you are in, a new beginning is getting ready to start right now. All you gotta do is hit the start button. And once you hit that start button, I guarantee you'll take off. So today I'm hitting my start button. What about you? So until next time, I'm your host, Chris Wilson. It was a small little conversation today. A new beginning has awoken. I'll catch y'all sometime. I'm gonna try to do a weekly update and post schedule time. Next week you'll probably catch me with some friends of mine that'll join on the podcast. But until then, peace.